What I'm saying is the fuck has already occurred. What I'm saying is the fact that now that we fucked a few times, at the end of the day, I still have to recognize the fact that I fuck with you. Shout out to people who understand the language of what I'm saying, because I might be talking out of turn to people who don't. But when you fuck a chick a few times, I believe that there's nothing wrong with allowing her to understand that it wasn't just about the fuck.
But what if she thinks it's just about the fuck? Like, if I'm fucking you and I've just fucked you a few times, I don't give a shit if you take me to dinner. I don't care what kind of shoes you buy me. I don't care about you like that. The only thing that you're useful to me for is sex.
Right. I
don't give a shit.
You're a motherfucker for that. But, no, tell the viewers, because you telling me, tell them.
If I'm fucking you.
No, tell them.
If I'm fucking you and you are just a fuck to me, why do I want to spend more time with you than just fucking you? I don't care about spending time with you. You don't mean anything to me like that. You are just a fuck.
You're cold.
Don't make yourself more to me than you are.
You're cold cuts. You know what that is, right? You know what cold cuts are?
Like deli turkey?
Yeah, it's a sandwich. Nothing but a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
You're a sandwich.
Shout out to everybody who's a fucking sandwich. But what I'm saying,
thank you for the shoes.
No, you know
thank
what
you
it
for the
is?
dinner, but
you know what it is?
I don't want to waste my time talking to you about bullshit.
Let me say this, right? And this is the whole point of us having a conversation, because I know. Cheers, Ash. Thank you for coming through. Mm-hmm. It's just being able to recognize, like, and I'm speaking for me. You know what I mean? Like, a fuck is one thing, true indeed. But I also want a woman to understand that the time was appreciated. The fuck was appreciated. Y'all know who I'm talking to. But when a woman can visualize these things, because men say a lot of things nowadays that they don't mean, or things that they're not.
Yeah, y'all are always talking out of your asses.
No, don't say y'all. Don't say y'all. Say them. Them. Shout out to the niggas who talk shit.
I mean, you're not.
Yeah, and women are on. Men are always on some fuck shit. But what I'm saying, right, is that I'm not afraid to allow a woman to understand that I appreciate their time. I'm not afraid to open up my wallet. Not saying that, we've already fucked a few times, but I want you to be able to understand that I'm not afraid to spend money. Not saying that you give a fuck about that, because shout out to the chicks who don't give a fuck about money. They more concerned about who they like and who they fuck with. That's the shit Ashley on. But I think it's too many broke dudes who fuck with chicks and they don't show their appreciation, whether it's from a sexual aspect or whether it's from just having company. You know what I mean? And that's my issue. Like, I don't have a problem with a man being able to identify what something is, like we've talked about in previous episodes. But I just think as a man, we've always been leader of men. We've always been protectors. We've always been providers. I just think that if a man is fucking you, then yeah, at the end of the day, he owe you a pair of shoes. If a man is fucking you, he deserves to take you to a 5-star restaurant. Like, it may not, hold on, let me get it out, Ash. It may not mean shit to you, but when you detach, or when you just realize that it's just a sexual preference, at that point, that man can detach too, just like you would, knowing that I didn't bullshit her. And that's the whole point. It's not about trying to create this huge resume of the things that he did or the things that he provided. It's more in a sense of being able to say, you know what? We fucked a few times. We had great sex a few times. But at the end of the day, I'm not afraid to spend my money. Shout out to the dudes who are not afraid to spend their money on women who deserve it, because there's difference. Some women deserve dick. Some women deserve money. Some women deserve attention. And then you have some women that deserve all three. But some women have to work for those all three. There's no women in the world that get all three. None. Because some of the richest motherfuckers will provide that lifestyle. But they're not there to give you the attention.
I feel like you're putting this as like women are not on an equal playing field, though. Because if you, why do you owe me anything? I'm my own person. I don't need you.
This is not an O. This is not an O.
Why do you feel like you need to give me something if we're on the same
This
playing
is not
field?
an O, and we're not on the same playing field. That's the problem.
Why do you have to be my protectors?
Women have started to believe that that we're all on the same playing field.
We are on the same playing
field. No,
field.
we're not. We're not. I have dick, and you have a period that bleeds. We're not on the same playing field.